Hej, hej, witam was bardzo serdecznie w 24. już odcinku Hogwarts Legacy. Tak jak mówiłem, zaczniemy sobie tę questa.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
No dobra, mamy za pierwszym razem. To jest trochę rzeczy jeszcze do wydobycia. Tu coś jeszcze jest. A, bo tu jest jakaś linia. Dobra, sprawdźmy. O kurde. Chyba się coś zbugowało. ten, no. Chyba widzimy się zaraz. No dobra, udało się naprawić. Nie wiem, co to było, ale to było dziwne.
Revelio. Confringo. Glacis.
Robić.
Repulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
No dobra.
Revelio.
Chyba nic więcej tu nie ma. Mogliby coś więcej dodać do takich jaskiń. A no cóż. Ale to było mega dziwne. No cóż. Dobra. Albo to te same, albo kolejne. Tu jedno jest. O proszę. Legendarne rękawiczki.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
No dobra, oddajmy jej.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Zobaczymy sobie na przebicie tych balonów tam. A później weźmiemy się za... Za. Taką na tę mapę. Ty. No i dobra. Teraz to było Hogwartu, skryte mapy, nie, sekretne pomieszczenia. Pokój, że nie to... Kurczę. No dobra, i tak
would
ten...
like to talk with you when
Właśnie.
you have a moment.
Dwa nowe przedmioty. Co my tu mamy? A maska. Kurde. I rękawiczki. Zdecydowanie lepsze. No dobra. Tutaj coś. Bierzemy? Tutaj bierzemy. Co tam, smyku?
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He...
Oho, inne pomieszczenie.
Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
W tym to się jeszcze trochę. No właśnie. Co my tu mamy? Ładna miejscówka, to powiem. To zapewne będzie na hipogryfy. I resztę tych latających worków. Dobra, pozbieramy sobie. Mam ortek, ale dobra, nie chce mi się za nim ganiać. Do góry. Myk. No i super.
Revelio.
Dobra. I to takie coś. Super. Fajnie, fajnie. Dobra, teraz sekretne pomieszczenia i komnata mapy. Zobaczmy, czego się dowiemy.
I've always said that travel.
Nie w tą, w tą.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I've received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Dobra. Aczkolwiek zostawimy tą próbę sobie na następny odcinek. A w tym odcinku weźmiemy sobie udział w zajęciach z wróżbiarstwa jeszcze. To będzie wtedy koniec odcinka, myślę. No mówię, na przyszły odcinek zrobimy sobie tą próbę, znajdziemy tam zamek, ogarniemy to. To jest prawie 20 minut odcinka. Nie chcę robić zbyt długich. Jakby nie mogli dać schodów.
Class.
Ciekawe zajęcie.
So knowledgeable.
To mi tylko na nim A.
Hello,
jakąś
Adelaide.
misję poboczną.
I received your owl.
Thank you for coming. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
Dobra, zobaczymy później.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Dobra.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
Widzę potęgę, wam zagrożenie. Trudny wybór.
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
No i
You
mamy
have it.
kolejne zaklęcie.
Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy? It's a no. Excellent. I think you have it.
Dobra.
Fine now,
Proszę
then, me
pomóc.
guys.
Nie wiem, czy jest ich tu więcej, czy
Rebellion.
jeden tylko był. O właśnie. Tu jest wytłumaczenie, jak działają te zagadki. Ła. Patrzmy. Co? Kurkę. Jeszcze brakuje tam tego.
Revelio. Accio.
Gdzie to może być?
Revelio.
A, dobra, bo to ma wyjść 14. Też nie. Tutaj wąż. Trójka. Też nie. Tyłu tu nic nie ma? Też nic. O. Dobra, zrobimy to inaczej. Też nie. Nie ma, więc
Revelio.
chyba, że to jest po prostu w pomieszczeniu jakoś. No nic. Tym się zajmiemy kiedy indziej. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał. Jeśli tak, to zostawcie łapkę w górę, komentarz, ewentualnie suba na kanale. I słyszymy się w następnym odcinku przy kolejnej próbie. Także trzymajcie się. Cześć, cześć.